This packaging type is called a face seal blister. Today we're going to prototype one of these blisters. We're going to make a custom one for our company, RX Clip. So we sell pill bottle clips that allow you to label your medication. We sell them direct to consumer, but we're looking to get into retail. And so this box just ain't going to cut it because there's not a whole lot of stuff on the outside of the box. So we want to make a custom blister that goes over these clips. So the first step is deciding what the offering was going to be, and we sort of start with like, what price point do we want it to be at retail? What price point are we going to have to sell to the retailers? And then how much does it cost us to make? And do we have enough margin between that to actually make profit? So in this case, we went with a sample pack of our best sellers, yellow, pink, and blue. We had 6 large clips and 6 of the small clips. And this fits nicely on a 5x7 blister card. This is just a cut out piece of paper, and then I have this little thing to test out different radii on the corners. So this is what it would look like, and now we can start designing the blister. So you want to make sure you have at least ½ an inch between the product, where the product sits, and the edge of the card, because the flange of the blister, so the part that actually seals to this card, the plastic part, is usually about 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch. So we don't want that flange to, get the very edge. Here's a look at that flange, what I was talking about, where you have to give yourself some room between the product and the edge. Give yourself at least ½ an inch to account for this flange width. That's the part that seals to the card. Okay, next up, we're gonna use some calipers to measure out roughly this shape. So we're gonna measure the diameter of these, and also the distance from there to there to there, and then create a solid model in Fusion 360. We do wanna make sure that we're not creating something that is too tight of a fit, where like someone's actually gonna be dropping these into these cards, and if it's too tight, they're gonna have to spend more time getting them to fit into the blister. We also don't want it to be too large, then you have the product rattling in the packaging, which is not a huge deal, but we just wanna make it so these can easily be dropped into the plastic blister. Next step in the blister prototyping, so we have these circles that are oversized slightly for our clips. We're gonna connect these with a tangent curved line on all these parts. So this is just one piece. But 2 things I want to note. Number 1, your product should be hanging basically symmetric to that center line, because if you have all the products on one side, or it's uneven weight distribution, and there's a hang hole right here for a peg hook, if this is hanging on a peg hook and the products are not equally distributed, this will hang sideways.